I've been waiting years to say this, but Apple's foldable iPhone is finally starting to feel real. Not a vague, maybe someday product, not a weird prototype locked in a lab, but an actual device with a launch window, real specs, and some genuinely ambitious ideas behind it. And after using pretty much every major foldable out there, this one might be Apple's biggest design gamble since the original iPhone X. If Apple does this right, it won't just be another foldable. It could be the foldable that makes everyone else rethink what they're doing. So what exactly is Apple building here? For a long time, there were two competing ideas: a flip-style iPhone that folds vertically, or a book-style foldable that opens into a tablet. Early testing leaned toward the flip, but the latest reports suggest Apple has committed to the book-style design. Think small phone on the outside, iPad mini vibes on the inside. Closed, it's compact and usable with one hand. Open it up and suddenly you've got a mini tablet running iOS. And the displays themselves sound very Apple. Leaks suggest the inner screen could land anywhere between roughly 7.8 inches and just over 8 inches, depending on which prototype they finalize. That's basically iPad mini territory. The outer display is expected to be around 5.5 inches, just enough to handle quick tasks without unfolding the phone every time. When folded, it should have that passport-style shape we saw in the first Pixel Fold, wide and short rather than tall and skinny. But the most interesting part isn't the size, it's the crease. Because apparently Apple is obsessed with killing it completely. Multiple reports claim they're working on a display stack using ultra-thin glass that makes the crease almost invisible when the phone is open. And yes, modern foldables are already pretty good at this. The latest Galaxy Z Fold and Oppo's foldables barely show a crease unless you're looking for it. But Apple doesn't want barely. They want you forget it's foldable. If they pull that off, that alone could be a huge selling point. The materials are still a bit of a mystery. Some analysts say Apple will use a mix of titanium and aluminum, with titanium reinforcing the structure and aluminum helping keep weight and heat under control. Others suggest stainless steel instead, which honestly sounds like a bad idea for a foldable because of weight. Either way, don't expect this thing to be feather light. Thickness-wise, leaks point to around 4.5 millimeters when unfolded and roughly 9 to 9.5 millimeters when closed. That's actually thicker than Samsung's latest Fold, which is not ideal, considering Apple would be launching this a year later. Where Apple might really differentiate itself is the hinge. This is the part that usually defines how good or bad a foldable feels after a year of use. Apple is reportedly using a liquid metal hinge, which is wild. Liquid metal is incredibly resistant to bending and deformation, stronger than many titanium alloys, and perfect for something that's constantly moving under stress. If this hinge is as durable as claimed, it could massively improve long-term reliability and help with that crease reduction too. Cameras are another interesting area. On the inside, Apple is expected to use an under-display camera, which means no cutout interrupting that big inner screen. Face ID probably won't work through the display, so Touch ID is expected to make a comeback, likely built into the power button. The surprising part is the camera itself. Reports suggest it could be a 24-megapixel sensor, which would be a massive jump over the typical 4-megapixel under-display cameras we see today. If Apple can make that look good, it would instantly be the best under-display camera on the market. On the outside, expect a single, hole-punch selfie camera, again, likely 24 megapixels. Around the back, the setup sounds simpler than you'd expect for a phone this expensive. A 48-megapixel main camera and a 48-megapixel ultra-wide. No telephoto. That's a little disappointing, especially when Samsung includes one on the Z Fold. This won't be Apple's ultimate camera phone. It's very clearly a form factor first device. Battery life, though, could be surprisingly solid. Early numbers suggest something in the 5,400 to 5,800 milliamp hour range. That's huge by iPhone standards, and even beats the battery in the iPad mini. Apple is also expected to use its newer high-density battery tech, which we've already seen hints of in other recent products. No silicon carbon yet, but still a big step up. Charging speeds are unknown, but realistically, expect around 35 watts in line with current iPhones and iPads. Performance should be exactly what you'd expect from Apple's flagship. This thing is rumored to run the same 2-nanometer Apple A20 Pro chip as the iPhone 18 Pro lineup, built using TSMC's latest packaging tech that brings memory closer to the chip for better performance and efficiency. It should also use Apple's newer modem with improved power efficiency and mmWave 5G support in the US. Basically, no compromises here. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room: the price. Brace yourself. Multiple sources suggest it'll be well over $2,000, potentially as high as $2,400. That would make it one of the most expensive foldables ever, especially for a first-generation product. And here's the thing: on paper, it won't be the thinnest, the lightest, or the most camera-packed foldable when it launches. What you're paying for is Apple's execution, iOS on a foldable, and what could be the most polished folding experience yet. The expected launch window is September next year, alongside the iPhone 18 Pro models. There have been whispers of a possible delay due to hinge manufacturing challenges, but so far those seem isolated. Personally, I really hope it stays on track. This is a product Apple has been perfecting behind the scenes for years, and it deserves a proper debut. So the real question is, would you buy it? Would you pay over $2,000 for Apple's first ever foldable, knowing it won't be perfect, but could redefine what a foldable iPhone even means? Let me know what you think. And if Apple nails this, the foldable market is about to get very interesting.